We're live.
What's that?
We're just live.
Already. You're already live. Waiting again for the better half. She would probably blame it on me somehow. Which is okay. I'll take that.
Sorry, it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one. Hi, Marla.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna wave. Bam.
She's a bit late.
I waved.
Wave.
But I'm not gonna wave at anybody else. Only the first person gets the wave.
The first person gets wave, that's it. I think it does. I think it goes away after like 2 or 3.
There's gotta be. I have no idea how this
I don't
works.
know, because like the other day I was doing it, like, there's no waves. Or maybe like once you have a second person on there, you can't do waves.
I don't know. I got a second person. I can wave.
What's that?
I got a second person right now. It's giving me the wave button.
Yeah, but like the first few.
I have no idea.
So I don't. She's here. Ready to go. Who's got questions? I'm an all-around sweet Mike today.
All right.
So, but otherwise, we're going to do some other stuff too. So hopefully people have Jits questions today. Actual questions. Otherwise, we'll get right into sweet Mike.
Let's see. I think it's Brian. Said hi, guys. It's B Allen 1229. So yeah, Brian. Yeah.
Awesome. Saw one of his colleagues today. Had somebody come dump a bunch of bike parts over here. So we call Madison's finest to see if they could figure out what was going on with that. Apparently, there's an abandoned bike pickup line that I got to call, so we can just figure it out and see. Which weird bicycle, probably slow. I'm gonna go with slow.
The officer that showed up was very nice.
She was. I offered her coffee at some
yeah.
point. I was like, she's like, I park in your parking lot sometimes. I said, you should come in and get some coffee. We're open. So that's just probably should be.
We appreciate the police
Yeah.
presence around here. Although it's been pretty quiet with the Aloha Hotel not doing, like there don't seem to be any drug deals, prostitution
I don't see a lot of anything going on right now.
Geisha House is shut down right now, but it looks like there's some big remodeling going on underway
Remodeling
there.
at the
So
Geisha House. So people are really
Ellen says, "What's up?" And Brian asks if we are having any more unwanted visitors.
yeah. No. Not really. I feel like it's been pretty
it's
solid.
been pretty quiet.
No drug deals. The parking lot's so empty and it's hard.
Got them two teenagers.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
kind of like teenage kids that are hanging out behind shads smoking. So if you're bored, they're there all the time, just screwing around, loitering and just smoking cigarettes. Maybe weed.
Oh, this is Dave using Ellen's account.
Okay.
What's up, Dave?
Because Dave's too cool for Instagram, so he's gonna use Ellen's account.
I had just messaged Alan, and since Dave's on, I will tell him this personally and everyone else that I know we had a bunch of students that were sick in January and February and even end of last year. The clinic right on the other side of this apartment building from us, the Family Clinic of Natural Medicine, they are doing antibody testing. So if there's anyone out there that thinks maybe they did have it earlier this year or last year and would like to get tested to see if they do have the antibodies, just to kind of have that peace of mind to confirm that, yep, that's what that was. You can call to schedule a blood draw. They charge $25 for the blood draw and $70 for the antibody test. So $95.
To know,
But it gives you a peace of mind
If you
if you
wanna
think
know,
maybe that's what
yeah.
you had, you would at least.
even if you didn't get sick, but you know you were exposed to it, there was a study they just put out today that was saying like even people that were asymptomatic but basically knew they had it or had tested positive for it. So people with severe symptoms all the way down to like no symptoms were basically producing the same amount of antibodies that they could find. So it's good news, I guess. There's a lot of mixed news out in the media, and I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to claim to be one. But I like to go with the positivity when I see that in the studies, and knowing that hopefully someday we have some immunity to this thing. We're starting to shift more towards that consensus from what we see, so it's good.
We got a few thank yous for that information.
Yeah, so Family Clinic of Natural Medicine, great team over
It's
there.
right up the street. I'm actually going to go meet with them on Monday. I'm going to try to get something going with them a little bit more because they do blood draws, even for people that have food allergies and things like. I had food allergy test on there. It was really weird. I found I couldn't eat green beans, but there was like some things I eliminated from my diet, made it tons better for me. So they do all kinds of stuff there. So I'd like to try and get something worked out with them since they're right up the street to get people a little more involved. But especially for people like athletes, like you know, I mean, they do blood testing for any kind of hormonal inefficiencies or foods or you name
they have
it.
pages and pages worth of blood. Different blood tests.
Yeah, and they got a phlebotomist right there, so they draw the blood right there and send it out.
But I think the panel, you had a panel done, and it was not very expensive at all.
No.
And it looked at a couple hundred different
foods. Dairy, eggs,
meats.
all the poultries, all the meats, a ton of vegetables. They also have one I know that's more in depth, but it is more expensive that you can do that gets into like spices and things like that. Apparently, there's a large amount of population that's whether it's rosemary that people are real. Is that what it was? Is it rosemary? I don't know. There's all kinds of spices that people. There's a spice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that a lot of people are super. A lot of people are, I guess.
But it's a food sensitivity test, so it's not the same as an allergy test where you would go in and they would expose your skin to different things. This is actually a food sensitivity test where they look to see if you make antibodies to those foods that they expose your blood to see if your gut lining is actually making antibodies against certain foods that you're eating, which is helpful information.
But I have heard there's a lot of false positive for eggs, which is one of the things I tested for, and I'm going to retest, which is good, because if it's not, that's awesome. So maybe I can eat eggs, because I love eggs, and I had to cut them out. So I don't know. I guess there's a lot of false positives in egg allergies. So. I don't know why that is.
You're also sensitive to blueberries.
Blueberries, which sucks, man. It's like my favorite fruit, right? Like, I swear when I got it back, I was like, oh, so basically all my favorite foods I can't eat. So I can still eat bacon, which is beef. Ribs, pork is good, Most of the meats are good. I was very sensitive, obviously. I think a lot of people probably are.
Sesame
seeds. Yeah, there's some real random ones in there. Like green beans. I'm like, man, I hate green beans. Not anymore. Blueberries was the killer because I don't eat a lot of fruit to begin with, but that was like one of my favorite ones. Yeah, so no blueberries for Mark. And it sucks is like now everything good is like blueberry flavored. Like, how we get this blueberry flavored thing? I'm like, I can't. A little bit won't kill me.
We did get a question.
Yeah.
In Wednesday's class, you'd mentioned that the stack pass, or you mentioned the stack pass during the series.
Yeah.
Could you show the entry for that pass? The pass wasn't necessarily part of the lesson, but you had mentioned it as part of the lesson.
Wednesday, we did. What were we working on for Wednesday?
Was Wednesday scissor sweep?
Close guard, we did the sweeps and talked about entering into the stack pass. Trying to remember from which situation.
Is that this Wednesday or last Wednesday we talked about? I'm trying to remember the situation.
I also
last
uploaded
Wednesday we
them all
talked
on
about.
YouTube. So,
Okay.
yeah, so maybe,
Staff passing last week Wednesday.
or just maybe off the sweep itself. I'm just trying to remember which. The scissor sweep would have been
So last week I think we were talking about, because we did opening the closed guard with two different body types and then passing, but also talking about how like the over-under pass and stack.
I mean, I can show any kind of entry to stack pass if you want. I'll probably swap that when I come out.
They were saying this Wednesday off of the scissor sweep series, so I guess probably after the scissor sweep.
Yeah, I mean, the scissor sweep should end you up in mount most of the time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of, did we do any of the sweep?
Sweep, armbar, triangle, loop choke.
On top, people trying to pass to the stack. I know we talked about from the scissor position. So there's a lot of we can do some passing from that scissor position. I don't mind working on some of that if you want. There's some real good ones from there that we can work on.
Oh, I think maybe. I know. It was because we were talking about how if I'm not careful when I go for the triangle or with my leg position, that you can go for the over.
Yeah, and that happens a lot, and really happens a lot even from the triangle. People get stack passes, so it's kind of a good question, good scenario to know because a lot of times I think from there A lot of times being in this situation where they come across, they've got this grip, and like we were talking about here, if they bring that leg up and they're not quick to move, or they get here, and I'm able to really pin the elbow is the key, right? Because if the arm comes in, I'm going to get triangle most of the time. But if I see that coming and I really am able to close my elbow to my body, or I'm not being loose with that, that's going to really help. And then at that point, we set up the stack pass. We do set it up a little bit different from there, because the problem is a lot of times with that arm. So let's say I'm here and I get underneath, and then I start trying to come forward and do this. It's very hard for me to keep my elbow tight, and a lot of times they can still adapt and kind of keep that triangle. So what we do from here, a lot of times, even if I'm here, it's fine. If I can go under the arm, that's fine too, is I make a grip that's a little bit lower from here, so that I can close my angle on here. And now I'm going to use this elbow, and a lot of times just try to control the pants, or even keep a grip if I don't have the ability to. I'm not a fan of leaving my arm in there at all when I stack pass. I think sometimes people want to turn the corner, but if you have real flexible people on the bottom, a lot of times all it takes is your elbow to come out a little bit and they'll put you back in. So I'm usually trying to break that grip somehow, or just move my grip so that I can control it. So again, we're here. She tried to set that triangle up by coming up here. I close my elbow tight right away, okay? I don't want to come up here because I don't have the ability to control and lift the hips. So what I'm going to do is either come inside, or I can come over the top here. Is fine too, and grip. But now what I'm going to do is turn and load, and then I'm going to take this and kind of use this. So I'm going to push this towards the ground. Here, and now I can pass and control the legs without really, so a lot of times I'll try to control a grip around the knee is usually the best way to pin the knee. So you've got them in a little bit of a splits because you're putting the stack on that way. So it's still a stack pass, it's just different. It's not the same as the double unders or any of the variations where we're bringing that person's hip up, because we can't do that. So it does change the pass a little bit, but that is really the best case scenario when you're fighting that arm fight in the stack. The problem is if I can't get that arm out and under, and at that point she's on her side more, I can't get under both legs anyway, but I still have the possibility to use that pass. So that would be the variation of that pass, really any time that you're in that situation and you make that grip, you can pass that way versus the hoisting the hips and really being under.
Awesome. We did get another question. If you guys want to show it again, I can ask it after that.
Yeah, let me just one more time so people can see. So again, we're here. You know, like I said, sometimes people are trying to dig underneath and get this, and then they go to snap the triangle. I close the elbow tight. I can go over here. If this elbow is up at all, if there's any change in the situation, I'll definitely try to go under. But if I have to go over, I'll go over and I'll close. So I'm going to put my weight here, and then I'm going to try to like turn my hips. So now I'm putting all the pressure here, and then hopefully can take that out, right? So if they're pulling on this here, the reason I'm putting the pressure here, if I'm here and I'm still trying to pass here, anytime I open my elbow, right, just because I'm here, like she can still lock the trunk. So I change to put the pressure through my right leg is going to push this direction. That's putting a lot of pressure on her hip. So now even if she's holding this here, I can put that pressure on. A lot of times I can break that grip. Now I just grip this. I'm going to be nice to my partner, but you can see like I'm pushing that knee to the ground. I'm driving knee that way, so we're creating a little bit of a stretch in the legs just to turn my head and clear. And then from here, obviously controlling it can go underneath, or I can.
Awesome. We got to thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Next question. Can you show the cartwheel butterfly guard pass that Sonia does? And how do I stop her?
I'm going to let her show it. And how do you stop it? It's unstop. There's a lot of different ways that people can use that one. You all let her do that. Sometimes people grab feet, sometimes people don't. I'm not sure which variations you do usually.
It depends. If I can grab ankles, I'll grab ankles.
That's the safest way, like if you're a beginner to this, because the reality is, I'll have people try it on me sometimes, and I've got pretty decent hooks. I don't want to brag, but I got pretty decent butterfly hooks, and a lot of times you can feel like people kind of load up, and you know they're going to jump. So the problem with lifting your hips in the butterfly is if you don't get off those hooks, the person's going to sweep you, right? So So I would say the safest way, the way she's about to show, like if you're a beginner, is like to try and earn this position where maybe you have the hooks. Because now she's holding my ankles, it's going to help her disengage those hooks from the thighs. Those active hooks are killers if you don't get rid of them. So.
And from there, my head has to go to one side, and it's almost, it's not, it's kind of a cartwheel, but it's more of a front flip.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So, holding the ankles head down to here.
Working on kind of almost like a front handspring motion to land on your feet. You don't want to collapse because they can move you. She keeps that good arch because it puts the pressure through here. You know what I mean? So she doesn't want to just like go and like kind of fall over. Because I can just escape hips there. It's not, there's no pressure. But when she does it and she kind of can keep that arch, so like I said, more of a handspring. Here, right? So you can hear when I talk, right? That shoulder's still in my gut. So there's a lot of pressure there. And then she's going to immediately kind of walk. She's got to be a little bit careful when she does that I don't maybe make a belt grip and try to pull her this way.
Right.
Too, because you can try to roll the person this direction. So she's going to spring and then walk back towards. And then eventually you can do it without. As you get better, you can do it without, so you don't have to get the grips. Because a lot of times people are not going to let you
They're not going to let you get the grips. So if I don't have the grips, I'm usually going to try to do it when people try to sit up, and stretch. Like we'll grip and do the sit up,
Like this, try to stretch.
So when I feel him go to do that, that's when I go.
Good timing on that because I'm not disengaging my hooks, but because of the body shift and position, I have the same kind of ability to use my hooks, use my legs to lift maybe as much. A lot of that is timing. I mean, it's a good pass. It is. There's a lot of ways to pass.
You can also get swept.
Yeah,
that way too,
yeah.
If you're not careful.
Yeah.
And he can follow me with that hook. He can sweep me.
As much as she does that, she also does a lot of keeping her hips low and wide.
Under like an over-under pass.
Over-under kind of pass. I was watching her. It was a little while ago, grappling, and I remember just thinking she has a very, if you ever watched Marcelo pass, when she sprawls on top, she's really good at getting wide and keeping her hips low because she has good flexibility, and it kind of reminded me of that because he'll pass butterfly almost like that. I like that too because it put the pressure down, but I saw that very effectively this past year, her finals match in Master Worlds against Felicia O. Felicia's got really good butterfly hooks and kept trying to get underneath an elevator, and she was able to pass really by just keeping her pressure down and putting that weight around and walking around. And so that was really good because it was kind of you saw that different, Against someone like Felicia, it's maybe dangerous to get active. Pressure is better. That's the killer there. So.
Next question. Is rubber guard a good strategy with the gi, or is that more of a no-gi strategy?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, a rubber guard isn't. I mean, he didn't invent that, and he didn't invent that name. There's a guy named Sean Williams used to do a lot. Probably still does actually. I think does a lot of the. Why are you giggling?
Southern Tim said no rubber guard put on.
So Sean Williams, people just call it Sean Williams guard, but it's very similar to that. He would use it in the gi a lot of times where you'd be in the gi, and then with the kind of omoplata-esque position, come up here and trap the legs. So it's very similar to rubber guard versus this, but like this position here, really good for setting up omoplatas and stuff like that, and very similar kind of grip. And even before that, anybody who thinks that that's new, go back 15, 20 years and watch Nino Schembri. They used to call him Elvis because he had big, long sideburns. Nino Schembri. You watch him, and pretty much Eddie Bravo bit all his stuff. Not in a bad way, like I'm not. Eddie's taken it way further, but that original rubber guard concept and some of those real flexible omoplatas and stuff, Schembri was the king of that stuff way before, the rubber guard was a thing, And so I'm not everybody takes. I'm not ripping on any problem because I don't want to sound wrong. Like I completely respect that guy's an innovator in his own style of jiu-jitsu, and I don't even claim to understand some of the stuff that they do. But definitely there's some effectiveness in it. I think that it's just everybody takes their inspiration from somewhere. I can't pretend that I like everything that I do. I took from other people, right? Like I may have modified it and made it come up with things that go with it. You come up with your new techniques the more you grapple, but at the end of the day, it's like I have people that I respect and they're my inspirations, and I always give them credit because I think that they're the people that made me. Even if my jiu-jitsu is different than theirs, it's because I used their stuff and respected their stuff and kind of worked with it, and then maybe came up with different variations of my own. So I don't want to sound wrong. I'm not trying to hate on any problems. I think some people like to joke that I'm not that guy. The guard, fine. Rubber guard, fine. Spider guard, fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like gi, no gi, I don't care. Do it all. Do as much as you can. Just find what works for you. Invest your time in that. But yeah, screw rubber guard. No, I'm just kidding.
Predominantly in the no-gi, probably, right? Like
no-gi, so the reason it's good in no-gi is you have postural control where you don't in gi. We have so many other options. It's not that rubber guard's not good. It's just that you have so many other options for controlling posture. No-gi posture is very hard to hold, and I think that's why rubber guard specifically gets a lot of, it tends to fit the no-gi game better. I think a lot of the movements and that style, again, that Eddie's come up with works better in no-gi. It's got its moments, but I think that there's, in gi you have so many more options. Gi's like chess to me, and no-gi's like checkers. You know what I mean? It's not nearly as complex in my mind, and maybe that's just me simplifying it, but I feel like, this is all the gi stuff I know, and then we go to no-gi, it's like you take away these grips and everything, and you just refine it down to a tighter game. It's really just about being tight, good hip position, timing the movement, and you get a lot of that in gi and no-gi. And again, that's why I think you do both. I'm going to hate them. I love both. I think we should do tons of no-gi and tons of gi, and get good at everything and be good grapplers.
Do either of you have a guard pull of choice that pulls you into the X guard position, or a guard pull that would that you can transition easily to the X guard position?
I have. I go to X guard from De La Hiva a lot, so De La Hiva would be my preferred guard pull. Period. I think. I don't know as far as you go. You don't play as much X guard, maybe.
I don't play as much X guard, and I tend to, when I pull guard, it's generally to sweep right away, so most of my guard pulling is right into a sweep, preferably.
Yeah, I tend to go from De La Hiva, but the one that we work in the intermediate class a lot is a modified X guard, and so I think that's a good. It really is, X guard the way we pull. I can demo that for sure.
We also got a request for your transition for De La Hiva to X as well.
Yeah, I got several. I can show you a couple. There's a good, if you want to see, and I'm not, it is what it is. I posted a video from Pan Am's 2 years ago. I actually jumped to close guard on this person, but then started going for omoplata right away, and it's actually the same way I set it up from De La Hiva. And you'll see I kind of attack the omoplata, and I'll do that from De La Hiva, and then I invert underneath. And again, I'm not going to take credit for that movement. That's something that I saw Cobrini do a lot, and it just kind of it fit because I like attacking omoplata from the open guard. So that matches up on the Alliance YouTube, so you can watch that if you want. And I can definitely show that at some point. It's more than a one-trick pony. There's a lot of things to that. Mm-hmm. I'll show first the guard pull, because the guard pull I think is the one that, if we're doing just I think a lot of times people are like, oh, well, it doesn't work for me because I have long legs, she's got a little shorter legs, we're still going to do it. I usually use this when people are butt back a little bit, because then I know I'm not going to take them down. I try to fight for takedowns, it's not working, right? My right foot's going to plant, give them my weight to my right foot, my left foot's going to go here. So it's like a normal guard pull. I'm going to put my left foot up, but what happens then is I continue to keep these two grips, okay? And I'm going to weave my left knee actually behind her knee and then lock over her ankle with my elbow. So I step a little bit to the right. I put my left foot up. I'm going to sit my butt close. Boom, here. And I kick my leg. And when I do that, you see I was able to weave my knee underneath here. Okay? So at this point here, I just bring my other leg in. So this is a modified X here. If I trade for this sleeve here, I have both sleeves. I can overhead tomonagi. I can sweep over the shoulder. I can drop and extend back, which is usually the one we do. But it's, that's the modified X. So that one tends to be a good one to use for just basic pull. So a lot of times, people that attacking singles are really keeping their hips away. All your weight's going to step to that right foot, sit, boom. And as soon as I come in right here, so I make that kick enough to pull, and then my leg comes here. And this is a good one. My left arm, I still keep this sleeve. I don't want to let go because I don't want him to be able to defend this leg, push that hook off or anything else. So I keep it, and I lock here. So now they can't get their foot out. This foot's stuck, right? And I'm here. And I could switch to another X there. And then if I wanted to go underneath, I would bring the knee to me here so that I could go under and extend. So now I'm in a normal X. Okay? This is a key motion that we need to work a lot of times from here. So a lot of times people are going to go do this. She's just going to backstep or something, right? And she's going to get rid of my hooks. Right? Or when I release this arm here, if she just steps this leg back, period, over the knee, just slip that one back there. Right? No X guard, right? So I don't want to let go of this without controlling this knee. I pull it down to me. Now she can't really posture either because I'm here. I know she's going to try to be attacking me, so I have to keep these strong. So I lift, right, and now I can bring the leg underneath. Now I have the leg here, right? So that motion, if you want to go from that pull to maybe a more regular X, that would be the case. So I can do the whole thing if you want to see. So from a pull here, so right foot to the ground, left foot to the hip, right? There's my modified X. Okay, from here I'm going to come across. I'm going to load the weight. So I made the X to load the weight here. Pull the knee down to me. That turns and gives me this gap. She was like, she can't. Here's just to keep her foot flat. I'm going to try to reach underneath. And again, even with my hooks active here, if she can step that leg back around my knee, she's out. That's it. Right? So the knee is the only thing I have there. But now, when I bring the knee down, and I keep the hook active. You notice she's putting her arm down here. I'm keeping my hooks active, but I pull that knee down so that I can come back, right? Come onto the leg. I can extend now. I bring the leg here. Try not to let the leg go here because now she's still based, right? Once I come underneath, I want to keep this foot off the ground if I can. I usually try to make this grip here, make this grip here, make this. This is the king grip right here.
Can you show those grips again?
What's that?
Can you show those grips again? I missed those.
Which ones?
Your right hand, where you would grip.
I can grip, so I was here, right? But then I had to move it to the knee and come back. Now I made this grip here. I can go back to here because this holds posture down. I can go to the sleeve. If the hand is down a lot of times, what I'll do is grab the sleeve. Because now they can't, they're kind of stuck, right? If she lifts that hand up, she knows that she's going over the shoulder, right? Because there's nothing stopping, so a lot of times that hand is there. This grip kind of gives you everything, This is to me like that far sleeve grip, a lot like the daily even stuff. If you can really control that far sleeve grips, that kind of ruins people's day, Also the ones to really be careful with the sweeps. If I do that sweep, I'm going to make sure that I get a good rotation on her because she can't do anything to defend that shoulder. So if you saw our thing on Monday with Jeff, we were talking about those sweeps in particular is when people get dropped on an AC joint because they don't get rotated enough or they try to resist too much a lot of times. You're trying to turn them and they're trying to not fall and usually you end up just bashing the shoulder. So when somebody has that arm, what we call a far arm, I usually about ready to just tuck and roll on that one myself just to save myself the injury.
That was good. One thing they mentioned, and I want to say it just to clarify, they've been kicking their leg when they try that pull, which has been causing them to miss the guard pull. And you notice that you weren't kicking your leg as much. I'm thinking it's the right leg that you're kicking.
You might be kicking it too much. Um, the butt position is usually the problem for most people. What I've noticed is when they sit and they make a big kick, but their hips aren't in the right position. I probably am kicking more than you know. I'm not over it. I mean, it's power to it, and maybe that's the difference, really, right there. Is like once you start doing that guard pull enough, you'll be able to figure out how much you need to kick. So you may be kicking too much. You may just be trying too hard. Emphasis on that leg.
Turning your hips that direction versus he's got to turn his hips the
I got to
other
focus
direction
on that
to
knee
come
going.
in
Yeah.
with that knee. Otherwise, your knee won't come under if your hips are turned towards the leg that you're kicking.
It's hard because you're multitasking this. I'm trying to, whoever it is, just keep working at it. It's hard because you're multitasking. You have to put your foot up and sit and kick. And when you do that, you're focusing on your kick has to happen, and you have to pull through the collar because you have to make them base into that leg. But you also have to be focusing on the other side and weaving that knee behind, locking over that ankle. Everything that pull is very precise. It all happens at one time, right? That all happens at one time. So and probably because I've done it so much, I know how hard I need to kick, and then I'm immediately usually trying to circle my foot back into the X guard. So probably when I demonstrate it, it's not, I try to emphasize one aspect of it, but probably when I do it a little faster, I'm doing it more how I would do it. And so I'm just...
Was that person the same person that asked about going to X guard?
Yep.
Guard pull? Yeah.
Let's see. They're saying they get the knee behind, but when they kick, they can't seem to get their leg to. When they kick so far that I can't replace it behind their far leg.
Okay. So you might be kicking a little far. You might be. The kick is an extension of your hips, and then just make sure you remember that when you do it. So when I kick, I'm kicking to get my hips and that pull moving, but I'm only doing it as much as I have to, and sometimes that's a judgment call, and it's not perfect every time. And we train it to be perfect, but man, when you're grappling, it doesn't always happen. But the flip side of that is I would say, like, in some of the more competitive drills we do, like, that's one that I've hit multiple times doing the 10-second drill in competitive class, where we're pulling. I've actually been able to hit that and sweep people with that because, I've worked it so much. But that's, like, probably my best guard pull, or one of them, so. But it's a great guard pull, and the good thing about it is you're pulling to that modified X. It's a very unstable position for the person on top right away. I think that's why I really latched onto that one, and I like it. And I think anybody can do it. Reasons.
Oh, I was going to say height might make a difference as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing this to a really tall person whose legs are already going to be stepping wider, and then maybe, like, I don't step, you make me take a big step.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already not anywhere near your height.
Yeah, maybe when she's doing it to me, it's less of a kick because I don't have to. I'm already wide. If I'm doing it to someone that's like, there's a pretty, good height difference between us, I have to make her take that big step so that I kind of know, what I'm going to do. I wish there was a better answer for that. My honest opinion on that is, like, if that's the problem, you just need to focus on that. If you're overextending that leg, is like, you need to know when that kick has done enough work that you're not continuing to do that motion. So when you pull and you kick, maybe you shorten that a little bit and you come back. If you shorten it too much, you'll know because you don't get in the step as much. And then you just got to find that mid-ground. I know I probably make that look easier than it is. Like I said, I've done it a billion times. We do it for warm-ups all the time. But it's a really good technique. I think if she does it to me, she does it to me once.
I don't do this. Like, I'm not a big X guard person, so I would use the other variation of holding and switching the grip. Right to a sweep.
Just going right to basically
Yeah.
the tripod sweep that we work at.
Especially on someone taller.
That's
That would be a great
Yeah.
position for me under someone of his height, because I'm going to have a really hard time controlling.
That is where this guard pull came from. It was just a modification of that where I realized that I could get into like that more modified. I was pulling guard sometimes, my knee ended up there once or twice accidentally, and then I was like, oh, I can do that on purpose. And then I started doing it, and then just kind of went from there. So I'm sure other people have done that. I'm not saying I made it up. I found it on my own, just working in that situation. But it's works for me. And it will get you to modified X, which then can lead you to X with the transition that I showed. So.
That is all I got for questions at this moment.
Cool. Long class, anyways. Apparently, well, I know we started a little late. Apologize. Technical difficulties is what we're going to call it. I can demo anything else if people need to see it again.
We did get a thank you for all those tips on that guard pull.
Yeah.
And also, Riel has been using emojis on accident, just so you guys know.
Okay. So when I go back and watch this later, there's going to be emojis.
There's laughing at questions and stuff. She's just being mean to people.
Oh, that's funny too, though. That's we don't call it hazing; we call it social conditioning, according to Cal. So. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we don't have much else, then I guess. That's
We got a request for Sonya to throw Mark again.
no. I'll throw mine.
I feel like they'll take you up on that if we wait like the 10-second delay that it is.
Everybody's like Friday, and they're like, throw Mark. I am still working all week, guys. It's like I'm not just sitting around. Wait till you see me come back with the juniors.
You guys know that we watch these afterwards and we know who asked to see
I
who
know
get
who says stuff.
thrown.
And I'm making a list. So. Yeah. We're not throwing it this time. Sorry.
Especially your mark's not warm. It doesn't feel very good to get
It
thrown
doesn't.
when you're like
When you're not warm, it doesn't
warmed
feel
up.
good to get thrown.
So I'm not doing that to you.
I appreciate it. Do anything else. She can choke. Sweet.
They're going radio silent on me.
Alright, guys. Well, that's cool. I'm not going to take any more people's time as long as there's no more questions. So. Appreciate you guys joining us. Hope that helped. If there's, I'm going to post. I've been trying, as long as this saves to the phone, which fingers crossed it's been doing. That I've been posting them up on the Alliance YouTube as well, both the Q&As and the lessons that we've been doing. So if you go on to the Alliance Madison YouTube, the videos are up there, and so you can rewatch the lessons. And you have to turn the volume up a little bit because Mike likes to sit really far away from us.
Probably pretty far away now.
And I mumble, and I just kind of
Just gonna like slowly just creep in more and more on YouTube.
The Peanuts teacher. So if you probably just have to turn your volume way up. I did make notes on a lot of them saying probably need to turn your volume way up. And then when I do talk, when all of a sudden I talk like this, it's gonna be super loud. So like wake the neighbors up. So that's my. Just to mess with people so they can't constantly got to turn the volume up and down. So, yeah. All right, guys. We will see you soon. At the very least.
Tomorrow morning for crunch
tomorrow
time.
morning for crunch time, everybody. See you then.
10 a.m.